At Chicago's O'Hare International Airport, Lukas, who is of Polish descent and has lived in the U.S. since he was 4 years old, is surprised to find out that he's not a U.S. citizen. But that's only the beginning of his troubles. You were arrested in November of 2006 for, again, possession of cannabis, driving on a revoked license, and then you were arrested in May of 2007 for, again, driving on a suspended license. Yeah, it's been rough. Let's just get it that way. Because I know a lot of kids that have lived here longer than you and have not been arrested for anything ever, so you're probably going to have to go see the judge. The judge is going to decide whether or not, basically, to let you continue living in the United States or whether you have to move to Poland. He's been arrested on 6 occasions. He admits to a conviction for burglary, which would make him admissible for that. And one of the things he said when he was talking about being a U.S. citizen was how he votes all the time, which is not quite good. He's not a U.S. citizen. So by voting in any election, period, in the United States, he is subject to deportation and or inadmissibility at time of re-entry. What we're going to do today, we're going to defer your inspection. In 30 days, you're going to have to show up at the immigration office in downtown Chicago. Then they will decide whether the matter is done and over with or whether you need to go see the judge. Okay? Okay, thank you. I'm probably not going to get deported, but I have to spend some money on a lawyer probably. That's all I can think of. All right, you want to go home? It has not ended very well for him at all. There's a reasonable chance that he will probably be deported. He'll get to walk out of here today, but he is nowhere near done with his troubles. The CBP did not pursue charges of voter fraud, as Lukas believed he was a U.S. citizen. An immigration judge will determine whether or not he'll be deported. Back at Front Royal, Virginia, new canine recruits are about to run through a series of tests to see if they have the skills needed to graduate and earn their CBP badge. So here's a great example of a dog that's a new recruit. First thing out the morning, right out the gate, he's doing a great job so far. Okay. Next area is the dog's going to have to retrieve underneath the running vehicle. Failing any test means removal from the program. Okay, we're just looking at how fast the dog runs under that truck to get that towel. Is he afraid of the truck? And obviously with this dog, he's fine. But some dogs are just not cut out for crawling under cars. Okay, as you can see, this dog is very nervous about going underneath that truck. And searching vehicles is our bread and butter, so we're not going to be able to accept this dog. So Randy, you can go ahead and put it back. This recruit did not pass the test. He will be returned to the CBP breeder for adoption into civilian life. For the dogs who have succeeded, boot camp is about to begin. First thing we're going to do is introduce trained odor to these dogs, so it's odor identification. The way we're going to do that is we're going to use the terry cloth towel with the marijuana tied to it. Okay, let me get the first dog and we'll rock and roll. Boop, 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 boop. What we earn a paycheck. This is the dog's paycheck. As much as we love the dollar, the dog loves this towel. Okay, guys, next thing we're going to be doing is what's called a buried aid. We're going to bury it right here. Some gravel. Bury it right back up. If the dog's not searching, whose fault is that? Yours. We're doing a positive response. We'll teach the dog to bite and scratch. Once he's located the scent, the traces of the source, now we want the response. So we teach him to bite and scratch that pet, okay? Sit down! Good boy. These canine officers can quickly locate and identify dangerous materials that pose a threat to transportation systems. This dog is certified to find explosive odors in any environment, any place, at any time. Oh, what a good boy. Woo. Officer Titus reveals what Skeet discovered. This is the type of weapon that's used to take down aircraft. After intense training, the real test begins. Explosives have been hidden at Washington Dulles International Airport. Will Skeet pass or fail this critical test?